Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your love reading with me. My name's Simone, and I'm just going to do a quick three-card love reading, and I will clarify those cards as well. And this is timeless, so whenever you find it is when you are supposed to hear these messages. Please keep in mind that it's not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. This is there may just be a small message that you need to hear today. The whole thing might be for you. Just see how you go with it. So let's have a look at what Aries can expect in love. What is going on with Aries, please, universe? Clear and accurate messages for Aries. Now, this could be somebody that you are in communication with, or you might not be communicating with them at the moment. It's basically for anybody who is in some kind of connection with somebody and you just need a little bit of extra guidance or insight into the connection. You may have some confusion around how this person is feeling about you or what it is that you should be doing. So we'll just see what comes out with these cards for Aries, please, universe. Clear and accurate guidance for Aries in love, please, universe. Okay, let's have a look here. At the bottom of the deck, to get started, we do have the Knight of Wands here. So this is telling me that somebody in this connection is feeling a little bit hesitant about moving forward with things, or perhaps feeling like they can't trust the other person. There is, I'm feeling like trust issues here. So just feeling a bit indecisive, not sure about which way this is going. I do feel that somebody does want to communicate here, but they're just not sure about how to proceed with that communication. And the next card on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So again, feeling quite guarded and not sure if the connection is going to go anywhere, Aries. So I feel like somebody here is holding back on their feelings, which, the next card out is the Lovers. So there is a lot of passion in this connection. Somebody is feeling very passionately about the other. But there again, it's just this feeling of not quite sure what is going on with the other person. Like, is it only me? Do they actually have feelings for me? Just not really being sure. So let's have a look what is going on here. Now, this card is you, Aries. This is your person. And this is sort of the final outcome, or what action is going to be taken there. So starting out with you, you've got the Ten of Swords. This tells me, Aries, that you are in deep thought here, really trying to figure things out. I do feel like you probably feel as though your person is not being completely honest with you, feeling as though they might be holding something back, and really just trying to work out, like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing here? Some of you are probably waiting for somebody to return, and you may have been waiting a really long time, Aries, but I do feel with that Ten of Swords there that something is coming to an end. Looking at the next card in your person's position, it may be that you don't have to wait anymore. I mean, we are going to clarify the cards. In your person's position, what your person's thinking and feeling at the moment, you've got the Chariot. So that's telling me that they are looking for fast movement, and they are looking for some kind of success or victory, a successful outcome within the connection. I do feel they want this to happen quickly. I do feel that they're tired of holding back on their feelings. So you can probably expect that they may open up soon. But again, we will clarify to find out more. And in the outcome here, you've got the Queen of Cups, which tells me that there is a lot of love in this connection. There are very deep feelings, but that I think both of you here are holding back on those feelings. Even though those feelings run really deep, You are holding back on that. I do feel that both very interested in the connection, both very interested in seeing where this can go, but definitely both holding back at the same time. So let's clarify this Ten of Swords, please. What do we need to know about the Ten of Swords? For Aries, please, the Ten of Swords. Okay. Oh, you do really, really have deep feelings for this person, Aries. But I think you're quite aware that there are some changes that need to be made in the connection before you can consider like going back into it, or getting back together, or even starting something long term. This person does bring you a lot of joy. You feel like this is somebody that you can settle down with. I do feel at the bottom of the deck you've got Three of Swords. So I do feel like this person has probably left you with a bit of heartbreak or some very deep feelings that you've been having to process. I do feel like this person probably stepped away from you or stepped out of the connection, but there are some deep feelings that you need to be processing here. I do feel like your heart is hurting in regards to this person. I think previously you felt like there was something long term with them, and for whatever reason they stepped away from the connection, and it's just really left you in a place where you are hurting. And I feel like you are longing for this person to come back, and you want to be able to let go of the hurt so that you can look at starting something new with this person, and that is going to take a lot of change. I feel like within yourself you are having a bit of a transformation at the moment. I feel like you're loving yourself more, Aries, and paying yourself more attention, using some self-care techniques there just to help you through that process, to help you take your mind off this connection with this person, because for a while there I think it was all you thought about, and now you're in a place where you are trying to recover from this. Still, I feel a bit hopeful that this person is going to want to take things further in the connection, but at the same time, you know that you can't make anything happen. You can't force it. So you are trying to take your mind off this person, focusing on yourself a little bit more, and really trying to heal yourself as well. So let's have a look, clarifying the Chariot. Please, universe, clarify the Chariot. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Okay, this is really odd, because your person is looking at, they want things to move quickly, but at the same time, I feel like there's this feeling of not wanting to address the issues. They do not want to have the discussion. They don't want to have to go over the past. I feel like they don't want to hear any sort of, what's the word for it? Not conflict. Oh, please give me the word. I can't get the word, Aries. They don't want you to tell them where they went wrong. So they're just holding back instead of coming forward and telling you that they are still interested in you. Instead of doing that, it's like, yeah, I want to do this, but it's like I'm going to hide behind my wall. And it's a tiny little wall. It's not really doing anything. But I'm going to hide behind my wall, and I'm going to look like I don't really care. I feel like that's the way your person's presenting. I'm going to pretend that I do not care. about Aries, I'm going to not make any moves here, even though deep down inside my intuition is telling me that I need to be with Aries, but I'm going to ignore that. You can see in this Seven of Wands, they can feel it deep here in their gut, but they're keeping themselves in a bubble so that they do not have to hear what it is that you might say to them. They don't want to hear that they might have hurt you. They don't want to hear about how you're making these big changes and bettering yourself, because they haven't done that. So, you know, while they really want back in the connection, it just feels like they're not doing anything about it, because criticism, that is the word I was looking for, criticism. They don't want to hear any criticism. I feel like they don't want to have to try and put in that work on themselves to make any changes. I do feel like this person is frightened of change. So even when they want to see change, they hold back on that. They've got all these blockages because they don't deal with change and they don't do what is necessary to bring about positive change in their life, because that terrifies them. So while you're going along making all these improvements and changes in your life, Aries, I feel like your person is stuck. I feel like they're fighting themselves. They're fighting themselves because they don't want to hear any kind of criticism. They don't want to hear about what areas they may need to change in or what needs to be addressed in the connection. So they're keeping themselves blocked at the moment, Aries. But let's look at the expected outcome here with the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please, universe. Okay, a bunch of cards have jumped out here. You've actually got 3 cards here. Normally would go for 2, but you've got 3. So you've got the Lovers, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. So that tells me in the outcome there is a lot of love with that Queen of Cups, but holding back on the love. I do feel with the Lovers that this feeling is not going to just fade away. I do feel that there's still a lot of passion in this connection with the Lovers card, but I also feel that there is going to have to be a decision made. Aries, even though you have been waiting for this person to approach you or waiting for this person to come back into your life, there is a sense here that you may decide to keep yourself single and work on yourself. Even though you've got these deep feelings for your person, I think there really is the chance that you may decide to go single and go it alone for a while you're working on yourself. I think your person is very hopeful that you will wait for them or that you won't find anybody else, because for them the feelings are not going to go away either. So I do think that they're hoping that you will just wait for them and that there will be a chance for you to get together further down the track. But what they don't realize is that, Aries, you don't actually need them. You can live your life without them. So if they're not doing anything and if they're acting like they're not interested or that they don't want to hear what you have to say, for some of you, like, you've reached out to them and they haven't responded, or they've blocked you, or they've just chosen not to respond to the message, or they haven't answered your call. But they're still hoping for something to happen here. They need to realize that, Aries, you're fine on your own, or you will be able, you will meet somebody else further down the track. You do not need this person in your life. And once they work that out, they may make that decision to come charging towards you. They may let go of what's blocking them and try and get through that to come towards you. They're really hoping that you do stay single. They see you as, you know, really looking after yourself and being super independent. And they think you're doing great, and they can see that you don't need them in your life. And I think that's going to cause a bit of panic for them, because they are staying hopeful that you guys can come together and that you save space for them. Crazily enough, they're hoping that you can save space for them, even though they're not doing anything about the connection right now. So Aries, look after yourself. Continue putting in that work on yourself, loving yourself. Watch yourself grow and just flourish and become the most beautiful and best version of yourself. And understanding that you don't need to have this person in your life to find your happiness, because your happiness is within you. And then it's up to them what they're going to do with that. When they see you glowing, when they see you happy, it's up to them to decide what they're going to do with that. So thank you for watching your reading, Aries. I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.